Hey, sixth graders, how are you guys doing? Make sure you guys watch this before you start your test for chapter 7. I'm going to make a big all capital letters in your assignment, so hopefully you see that. I want to go over 7.8 homework. There were 4 questions that a lot of students got wrong, the majority. Some got right, so fantastic, but I just want to kind of go over what needs to be done. So we're going to do a quick slideshow on that. So take out your homework. Whoops, Siri's talking to me. Take out your homework and follow along, make corrections, so that way you have something to refer to when you take your test. All right, the first question was number 12, and it asked us what percent of 45 is 9. So we talked about translating all of the words, the keywords, and the numbers, and then making it into an algebraic statement. So I'm going to make little arrows so you can see what's going on. So if I have what percent, anytime I see the word what, that is our unknown or our variable. So I made an arrow and changed that to x. I translated it to x. Next was of. I was trying to find a multiplication symbol that didn't look like an X and I couldn't find one, so I made my own little dot there, but that's a multiplication dot, okay? 45 is just the number, is translates to an equal sign, and 9 is just the number 9. So in this step here, we have translated our words into mathematical symbols. Now we want to clean it up and make it look algebraic. So x times 45, the algebraic way to write that is 45x. And then we set that equal to 9. So now this looks just like a one-step equation that we've been learning throughout the year. Okay? From here, you're going to divide both sides by 45. So that's what this equation is going to look like when we divide both sides by 45. Now, I don't know if this is where people went wrong, but I just want to show you how to put this into a calculator. So if I go to my calculator here, you're going to take your numerator, which is 9, and divide it by 45. So 9, press that first, divided by 45, hit your equal sign, and you get 0.2. So you see that on the calculator? Whoa, where'd my calculator go? You see that on the calculator? We have 0.2 as our answer. Now, we're not exactly done because the question is asking what percent. So we have to change 0.2 into a percent. That means we're going to move it over 2 spots, and whoopsie daisy, and we're going to end up with 20%. So the answer is 20%. I got a lot of weird answers like, I don't know, not even in percentages. They were like in the hundreds. So we just got to make sure that we're understanding what the question is asking. Okay, next one. The next one we had some problems with was number 14. Okay, 14 asks us 56 is 140% of what number? So again, I'm going to make my little arrows to translate everything. 56 is a number, is translates to equal. Here's a trick. So we have 140%. We can't put the number 140 down. And I said this in the notes when we were going through it on Monday when I did the lesson. So just to reiterate, this 140 has to be perceived as a decimal, or translated as a decimal. So to do that, we move our decimal 2 spots. So the decimal is originally behind the 0. If we move it 2 spots to the left, we get 1.4 or 1.40. It means the same thing, okay? And then of is multiplication. What number is x? Okay, we're going to clean this up, make it look algebraic. 1.4 times x is 1.4x. Okay, if we're going to do it algebraically. So we have 56 equals 1.4x. Again, it's a one-step equation. To solve this, we divide both sides by 1.4, and we get x equals 40. We can actually stop here because it's not asking us for a percent, it's asking for us what number. So we have our answer in number form. We don't need to worry about changing anything. Okay, next problem that came up was number 16. 16 asked us what percent of 80 is 10. This is just like number 12. It's almost a carbon copy, just different numbers. So we're going to go ahead and translate. what percent means X, of is multiply, 80 is just our number 80, is means equal, and 10 is the number 10. Again, we want to clean this up to make it look algebraic. X times 80 is better stated as 80x when we're doing algebra. Okay, so we have 80x equals 10. To isolate our variable, we have to divide both sides by 80. And if we use our calculator, we'll clear out this stuff here, we have 10 divided by 80. And that gives us 0.125. If I go back up here, it's asking me what percent. That's what I'm looking for. So I have to move this over 2 spots, and I get 12.5%. Okay, the last problem that almost everybody had problems with was number 22, was a word problem. So we kind of have to read between the lines, so to speak, and figure out what we're looking for. So it says a 12-pack of cinnamon scented pencils sells for $3 at school booster club sale. So $3 so far is the only really important thing in that first sentence. It says, what is the sales tax rate if the cost of the pencils is $3.21? So what I mentioned back on Monday when we learned the lesson was anytime you see the word rate or tax rate, that means percent. So we're trying to figure out what is the percentage of $3 that gives us tax of 21 cents. Because you see how the extra money is 21 cents? That's the tax. So the statement, or actually the question that we're looking at is, what percent of $3 is 21 cents? And I have the decimal in the wrong spot. It should be 0.21. I'm sorry. So if we translate that, what percent is X, of is multiply, $3, you can just put 3. You don't have to put 3.00. It's just extra, the 0 decimals after the decimal don't mean anything really. Is equal, and then 21 cents is 0.21. Okay, clean it up to make it look algebraic. 3 times X is 3X equals 0.21. We're going to divide both sides by 3. And if we go to our calculator, the number that you put in first is 0.21. So we got to do 0.21 divided by 3. And that gives us 0.07. Now we have to change that to a percent. So we're going to move that over 2 spots, and it's 7%. Okay, so hopefully this helps you before you go to take your test. My suggestion is that you write everything out for your test and translate things, so that way if you have to go back and make any corrections, you can go back and look at what work you did, okay? If you have any questions before you take the test or after or during, make sure you reach out to me. I'll be happy to help you. Have a great day.